Hey everybody, it's yard sale day. It's another week, another set of yard sales, maybe an estate sale and a hoarder sale as well. And I am over here, I don't know if you can tell, I'm in the passenger seat because I have Mr. Pish Posh with me today.
Hello.
So he gets to drive me around and then do a bunch of digging that he hasn't gotten to do in a while. And so we're gonna go see what we've got. My weather app says it's drizzling, but it's not.
No, it's really nice.
At least not here, you know. I'm sure a lot of you live in places like that where you drive a couple miles and the weather changes drastically. So in any case, the weather app just says it's going to change to sunny in a couple minutes anyway. So we should be good to go. So we'll just go off and see what we can find.
I was going to sit on that and you moved it. Take it home with you. How are you?
Look at that.
That's cool. I am.
Hey honey, you want to talk about what you got?
My treasures.
Your treasures.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. A bunch of fishing reels. And a couple of them were $1 a piece.
Uh-huh.
And the others weren't priced. He said they were priced individually. So I was kind of expecting high, but they were $3.
Good.
And, you know, I don't know. They're just, for that price, fishing reels. They're all made in USA. You know, and there's some really interesting styles that I haven't seen.
Okay.
So, we'll see what happens.
Good. Yeah, I went to that sale last year, and yeah, when they have like antiques, because they have the really cool, they had that really cool thread spool cabinet thing,
Right.
whatever, for like 100 and, what'd she say, 150?
Yeah.
Something.
I
So
was a customer, so we...
yeah, so there was vintage clothing there, and I remember this from last year. The vintage clothing is priced high.
Is it?
You know, so I'm like, okay, this is a place that looks things up, you know.
Yeah.
So you're just looking for, so like when you looked at the baseball cards, the boxes were 40 a piece. I'm like, baseball cards are so hard to find good stuff, you know.
These are all sealed. That's
There's,
what caught my eye.
right, so much out there that's not worth anything, right? So anyway, I just hit the jewelry little box. I got this bangle for $3, but look, it separates
cool.
into 3 little bangles. Isn't that awesome?
That is good.
And then the rest were in the dollar
Yeah.
tray. This one, can you tell? Can you read? Does it say sterling in the middle? It feels like it.
Sterling by... Oh man, my eyes. Urban?
That doesn't matter.
Definitely sterling.
Okay, so it's sterling, which I don't know that if she knew that or not. And then these earrings, I can't read the mark on that. And then celluloid, little celluloid hair thing, which was kind of cool. Is it Western Germany?
Yes, it is.
Okay, that was my guess. Okay. Okay, so there's one around the corner, not too far. We're gonna go hit that one too. Okay. Okay, so we were just talking, and we were talking about the fact that yard sales, you know, Mr. Pish Posh hasn't done these in a while.
Too long.
For a long time. Like if you hit a yard sale, it's been like later in the day or just whatever.
No,
right?
it's been like years.
Yeah, I know, because I always did them even during pandemic.
No, yeah.
Like I went out and did them. You didn't, right?
I can't remember. There was a couple I think I stopped on the way to a job.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
But no, I haven't.
So he's seeing, it's like, especially the ones that are early, it's really competitive. All the dealers, the woman I said hi to, she's a dealer.
Well, we got there at 8 when it opens, and there was already people leaving who'd done their shopping.
Right. And anyway, so she, you know, I was just telling him how, oh, it's the other way, honey.
Dale's? Where Dale lives?
Yeah.
I can get there this way faster.
Oh, that road. Isn't it off Whitefish Stage?
Dale, which Dale? Oh. For some reaon I was thinking the other Dale.
All right, I'm gonna edit that part out.
I was like,
we only
that's
have
on the other side of town.
We only have one Dale in this area, so.
I know. I don't know why I thought the other Dale.
Yeah. Anyway, the other Dale who doesn't live here anymore.
That's the Dale that popped in my head.
I don't know. Maybe I'll leave that in
You
here.
should leave it in.
I just don't want to say the last name. Okay.
Oh.
Anyway.
We'll just edit that part out.
Right.
All right. We're back on track.
Okay, we're back on track. I'm like, it's like right down the road. Okay, so anyway, you know, so he's seeing that it's fairly competitive and it's dealers, and like I'm looking at the tray of jewelry and this lady's reaching right over me and grabbing stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And you know, you'll just follow a big group of people. So you guys, I mean, you guys know we're in Montana. We're in a fairly small area. So is it worse in other areas? Or my theory is that there's a lot of people doing this and not enough yard sales. Because the list is really short, and like, so everybody is like, oh, there's only like 3 that are open at 8 o'clock, and so everybody rushes there. You know what I mean? And then
typically you do get the earlier people are the ones,
the dealers,
who are more aggressive.
Right.
Right. And then as the day goes on, the shoppers are
right. They chill out a little bit.
Relaxed.
Yeah.
I mean, you should have seen me with my handful of fishing reels.
Okay, I don't know if this is the one we were looking for, but there's a sign down here, so we'll just follow it.
Well, Dale's is right over there.
Right. Okay, so we just picked up one thing there. It was a receipt scanner called Neat Receipts.
Mm-hmm.
Brand new, $5. So we're just gonna see if we want to use it for our business. If not, we'll see if there's any resale value in it. But it's kind of a cool thing. I had thought about getting one for thrifting receipts for a long time.
Yep.
But,
so.
Okay, I think we need to hit the ATM, and maybe. Are you hungry yet?
I'm okay.
Okay.
I mean, I can eat.
So we'll see. Maybe we'll go over and get an Egg McMuffin. All right, we'll check back in. So while we're driving, I just have another thing that we're like, it's funny thrifting and yard selling with someone, because I mean, you guys know I'm always looking for vintage, right? And so we walk up to a yard sale, there's like not a whole lot of stuff in their driveway, and it's not vintage, and I just do this quick like across I do this like quick assessment, and I'm like, nope, not the kind of sale I'm interested in. And I know there's other sales that have more of what I'm interested in, but Mr. Pishposh is very thorough, which is fine because he does find stuff. But I'm like standing there going, okay, let's go.
Yeah, you're chomping at the bit.
I'm just like, this is not my kind of sale, you know. And here, there's your bank. Okay, I better concentrate on directing things. Yeah. Yep. Oh, look.
No, that says 25.
Well, I don't know. Last week everything was $1. Is that really a Yashica editor? Yep. Probably, right?
Sure, why not?
Aw, look, he's all beat up. He's disintegrated.
He's worse than beat up.
No, I know.
I know, she just said they all showed up.
What I found, honey.
Cats.
Isn't that cool?
That's awesome.
Yay! So excited. Okay, so it just started raining. It's just one of those passing showers. But we did have some rain like they kind of promised. And we drove in the direction of that big cloud too, right, hon? So
Yeah.
okay, there's Mr. Pish Posh in his element. We just sold one of these. That was the Indianapolis Speedway.
Yeah.
I think Mount Rushmore would be more desirable. This is Culver, from what I remember. Digging, digging, digging. You having fun, honey?
Yep.
We have a pile. We'll have to show you our pile at some point. We might have to do that pile at home.
Can I get a Camaro?
You can get a Camaro. That's the only Camaro you'll get.
Ooh.
Just because I know you. Not that I'm saying you can't have it. Oh, it's rated. I put that shirt over our stuff, so.
Oh, so that's gonna get so wet.
Okay, so that was fun. I did go to this one last week. As I've said, I might not have said that yet, but anyway, it's advertised as a hoarder sale, and so I showed you some of the footage. So we got to talk to the guy who runs it right at the end, and he says he's an online seller. He asked us where we sell, and you know, I think he cleans out a lot of houses.
That's what it sounded like. He does house clean outs.
So a lot of this is just his leftover. It had nothing to do with the house that was there, which I thought last week it had to do with that house. But I think they just let him have space there. And he's going to they are moving, and so in a couple of weeks he's going to have a garage sale for them, which he said everything won't be $1 at that one. But anyway, yeah, it was kind of nice chatting with him a little bit.
Yeah,
right?
a lot of.
He was totally fine with resellers, which is always nice.
And he had a huge variety.
Right, so that was a lot to dig through.
Yeah.
And at $1, like he even said, you know, he's like, a lot of resellers will just take a chance at $1. And honestly, we didn't pay $1 a piece.
No.
We made a pile, and he charged us $20 for the whole pile.
But there was way more than 20 things there.
Way more than 20 things there. So that was.
So I asked him. I said,
a really
"You sure
good deal.
$20?" Because he's like, "No, it's okay. I need it gone."
He just wants it gone. He's done with it. He's tired of looking at it all. So we'll probably, once we get home, we'll go through, because we were both just kind of grabbing stuff and throwing it on the pile.
Yeah.
And I didn't see everything he got, and you know, and some stuff might not be worth even the $1, but that was just the fun part of looking. Anyway, so I'm gonna put a picture here. I didn't make a video of last week's yard selling, but I did find a really cool swag lamp at that sale, and it was $1.
That's where you got it. Yeah.
That's where I got it. And so I'll put a picture of the swag lamp here to share that with you. But anyway, we are definitely on our way to grab a bite to eat and a bathroom, and then there's 2 more, I think, sales that we can do before we're done. All right. Look at those photo frames.
Let's go.
I don't know. Why do I get so tempted by stuff like that?
Oh no, picture frames, run.
No, I have a pile. Boy. Now we want to get pottery everywhere.
Mm-hmm. I saw that right away.
greasy, but I can't tell if it's the glaze or just. I can thrift with a cat. I like it.
Hey, yo.
How you doing? It's the best part of estate sales. Look at the other one.
Yeah. Hi, yo. Hey. You got a nice spot.
Okay, so just one thing we picked up at that sale. Studio pottery for the win. Stop complaining.
Can't help it. Their signs are terrible.
Okay. Going to another sale that I went to a couple weeks ago. If you guys remember the one that had that wooden, like my boy book or my men book or something like that. Like, anyway, sorry, honey. I left it home. I didn't buy it, and I kind of regretted it later. Anyway, we're going to that sale today. Yeah, it's over here on the left. I just pulled onto the side of the road if there's no, or you can park. Yeah, it was full last time. Anyway, while we were driving, I got an eBay notification and I sold my dinner forks from my variation listing.
Nice.
And we sold 7 forks for $113. What? So anyway, that variation listing I showed you guys how to do with the flatware. I think I just looked real quick, but it looked like they picked the dinner forks. And did I have 7 or did I have 8? But anyway, I think they bought them all.
Nice.
So that's kind of what I expected, the forks to go quickly, but it's actually been, I thought it would go quicker than this, and it didn't, but that's fine. So today it sold. So gotta love selling when you're out spending money.
Definitely.
Tell me what you got there.
Got me a seat. So I saw it and I was like, oh, that's interesting. Obviously motorcycle, but right here, 5576.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I see it.
It's a Harley Davidson motorcycle seat.
Nice. Good.
Yeah.
Awesome. What'd you pay?
$6.
$6. Okay, here, take this. Flip it. I just got the lid to a hen and nest because I figure someone always needs a replacement to that, right?
True.
And then I got, it's Texas wear melamine, but look how happy that print is.
That's exciting.
There's 6 of them, and it's Texas wear, which is a good melamine brand.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got an old
Yeah,
baseball.
so yeah, I've never in my life seen a baseball like this. So apparently it could be like from the 30s.
It'd be early, huh?
Yeah.
It's old. And then I just got a tie clip. I don't know anything about it, but it's one of those like clip and then it hangs. So it's probably like 30s or 40s.
Nice.
That was $1. Yeah, we paid less than 20 for everything there.
Cool.
All right, well, there's another one down the road, so let's go. Okay, so that one was kind of cool. You heard someone say people came early, right? Cleaned them out of a lot of the vintage
she used
stuff.
names like it's people they know who came and cleared out all the good stuff, is what she said.
Anyway, so I'm more excited about what was on the free table than what we actually paid for.
This is true.
But this is what we paid for, first of all. Vintage spatula with a wood handle.
And it says made in USA.
Yep. And then we have some of these little Jello molds listed, but we figured we could make a larger lot and just put everything all together.
They seem to do better.
Yeah, I've sold a ton of those on Etsy in the past. So, and then $2 for that little pottery planter.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
It is pretty.
Yellow.
I like the color.
We could probably Google Lens it for who's the maker. Here, I'm gonna hand you the camera and I'll show you the free stuff. So this was on the free table.
Mm-hmm.
Another just little planter. We might just keep that. just an old brush, but it's purple, which
That's
is
cool.
kind of unusual. And then this is a little tablecloth. It's like linen or something and embroidered. I don't know. It's on the free table.
I know. How do you say no to that?
But then I saw these like clay mugs and I was like, oh, those are kind of cool. You know, a lot of times they're souvenir from different places and it is marked. But then I flipped them around and they have cats on them.
Playing with the ball of yarn.
Isn't that cool? Those
That is
are
cool.
on the free table. And
Yep.
they do say KOK something. So it could just be like a studio potter kind of thing. A lot of times they're like souvenirs from like native clay from this area or something like that. So I'm just gonna have to look that up, but the fact that they put cats on it is very unusual.
Sealed the deal, huh?
Sealed the
Made you
deal.
pull the trigger and
Pulled the trigger and spent my whole $0 on it.
$0.
Okay, we have to come up with our next plan.
More garage sales.
Head back to town probably though. Oh, get gas. We're low on gas. Okay, one last little stop we made. Mr. Pish Posh, I think you bought it all.
I think I did.
Okay, found a little hat for 50 cents, Arc'teryx.
Arc'teryx. So it's funny because I asked her, I said, how much for your hats? And she's like, 50. And I thought she said $50. Anyway, 50 cents.
50 cents.
It's nice. I mean, it's worn, but anyway, clean it, keep it.
Oh, we've sold that.
Man, we
Matthew's
haven't.
Archery.
Yeah, I think we still have it.
Oh,
Anyway, that one's a youth.
right,
This is
right,
an
right.
adult. Archery
Okay.
hats tend to sell pretty well
Uh-huh.
in general.
Hat, another 50 cents.
Yeah,
Made in Nepal. It's
I just think it's so cool with
snowboarder hat for sure.
Yeah, but it's like Lake's collection, Los Angeles.
Uh-huh.
100% wool, made in Nepal. Our
Yeah.
made in Nepal hats tend to sell pretty well.
That'll sell.
And then it's like a big old fanny pack for hiking, but it's like vintage osprey.
Yep. Yeah, no, that would be good.
Yeah. Anyway,
All right.
that's it.
Nice.
Gotta clean it.
Okay. I guess first thing I saw when we walked up to that sale was this. It's a Yashica 8mm film editor. I did look up that real quick, but not the specific model number or anything like that. I'm thinking 4050, but we're gonna put a more accurate comp based on model number up on the screen, and we'll start off with that one. And so some of this Mr. Pish Posh picked and some of it I picked.
It's just a folding cot. So for camping. Been wanting one for a while and it's in good shape.
So we got it in that sale, so that was awesome. If you just wanna pull stuff out and hand it over. You explain the stuff you picked.
I have no idea. Anyway, so this is some kind of a specialty tool. You can kind of see. I haven't looked it up yet, but it's obviously very unique. It's got its own holster. So, and it's got extra parts here inside so it all goes together. So what it is, we're not sure.
I'm not sure. So mystery item number 1. But when things are $1, you tend to take gambles like that, right? We found this. We've sold quite a few of these. I don't know if you guys recognize what it is. I didn't even try to. Oh yes. It doesn't have the
It's okay.
spools inside, but it's a film developing canister. And these bigger sizes are good, right?
Yeah, the
'Cause you
bigger
can
the better.
Fit several spools of film in it at once.
That probably fits 3.
Yeah, it's Simmon is what it says. So sometimes we find them with the spools still inside, and sometimes we don't.
We just found one. It was a 2-spooler double, and it sold almost within 24 hours
Right.
from listing.
Okay, this one I don't have a whole lot of hope for, and it might not even get listed. I'm not sure. It's a Fisher Price nursery rhyme, but it's a vintage made in Holland from the 70s. It's just nice when the vintage ones are complete and there's not like a missing little peg puzzle in it. I do see some condition issues, but that could probably just be glued. When I did this one, I did also check comps real quick sitting in the car, and we're talking like $8 or something like that. So you can explain stuff.
All right, so these are little bins of fishing reel parts. So someone who rebuilds would like that. Same here. So they're just, whoops, they're just gears and springs.
I just like the case on that one.
Oh, the cases are cool. This case is a little sketchy. It's in plastic. But yeah, it's a small
it's a
parts
real thin
kit.
plastic.
And this one I don't think, no, it's all reels. So it's all fishing reel parts. So that's good. I think you grabbed this, right?
Yeah, I did. I just saw it. It's not been opened. It's for home bottling. So they're just bottle crowns. Actually, it had been opened, but it was full. So yeah, just like bottle caps. If you're gonna, the box looked older, so same thing. I didn't look it up when I was there. So we'll just see if crown, what that ends up being worth. We'll see. We also grabbed this nice magnifying glass with a nice, it kind of looks like teak, right? No, you're the wood. You know the woods.
It's probably a maple.
Just reminded me of the
Yeah, it looks like a
utensils that we have. But anyway, nice vintage one. People like those.
Well, we've
There
had them
might
in
be
the
a
past.
mark on them.
Yeah, we've had them in the past, and they've sold fairly well.
This little bowl is pretty dirty, but it looks old, right? It looks like creamware, like that other stuff we have, and it's decorated. There's no marks that we can see on it. But anyway, worth
$1.
Worth $1, less than $1 actually. Okay, then I saw these. These are just Delftware. These are like little jello mold type things, but they have hangers, hardware, so you can hang them up. Grapes and strawberry. I'd probably lot these together. And they do have the Delftware mark on them. Here's one that's just like a tulip. That one just looks like a wall hanging, I think. Unless it's a different kind of mold. Not sure.
Okay,
Next up,
this is me.
This is a you.
So I got this. I don't usually get tool bags, but this is leather. And if you can see here, it's Klein tools. So it's leather specifically for like linemen. So, commercial grade, heavy duty. This is just a hammer thing. It's Stanley, but it's an older one. So probably just sell this pouch separately and just, throw this in a garage sale or lot it up. But anything Klein tools, especially vintage.
I think we've sold the mug.
We've sold a lot of Klein tool stuff over the years because it's collectible for guys who are in that industry.
Cool. I already probably showed the footage for this, but anyway, you guys remember, you saw this. It does have a little Japan sticker at the bottom, so I don't know what comps will be. I guess cutting board, but it's more decorative than a cutting board, so I'll have to try to figure out, maybe Google Lens will come up with another one. I have no idea the value of that, if it's even going anywhere, or if it's
I have a feeling it's not.
or if it's just gonna hang up in my kitchen. Anyway,
All right,
or
so
somewhere else.
this is a bag of fishing reel handles. So you'll see sometimes on old fishing reels. So yeah, I mean, any one of these, I'm probably gonna just look through it and see if there's anything that is marked that might sell well by itself, but there's just, $1 for a bag of those.
Right.
So anybody who's into fishing reels or rebuilding is gonna want that along with those other parts.
Probably good potential. Hey, I just noticed on here, I mean, I knew that it said something, but the bird is like singing what's new. So you get it. It's what's new, pussycat. Okay. This, I have no idea. It's like it's a frame and glass, like reverse painted. If you look on the back, I should have put this table closer to our camera because I keep leaning. Maybe we can move forward a little. That makes more sense. So you can see the back, it's like a photo, but it's almost like a newspaper cutting somebody put in, probably of an actress. So it's just got some age to it, and it was sitting on the table, so I grabbed it. Enamelware, pie plate. We'll see.
Yeah, so we got it. I mean, it's kind of cool. It's not marked or anything, but when we're looking at using it for something else, maybe, or it's good for like the base of a potted plant.
Yep. Yeah, I just kind of poked through some of the silverware. This is just marked silver plated. It's just little sugar cube thingies or ice or whatever. And then this is an absinthe. How do you say that? Absinthe spoon. Anyway, I don't know much about that, and I don't know who that guy is. But see, in a picker sale, you just tend to.
Well, sure.
You tend to just grab stuff.
That's what I was trying to figure out.
It's
so
absinthe.
What is absinthe?
I don't even want to try to explain it because I'm
Okay.
going to explain it wrong. But I know it's a drink that you put the little cubes here, and then you pour the liquid,
right.
the alcohol over it, kind of thing.
Yep.
Anyway. Oh, okay. So we sold a cup just like this. It's by Culver. And I think I talked about it in some footage that you've already seen. But anyway, this one's Mount Rushmore. I forget, we did film a little bit while we were in that picking sale. And I'm pretty sure this part of the filming is going at the end of the video. So, okay, and at a sale like that, I just pick up any kind of camera, point and shoots, digital, anything like that. This one's a Pentax. No clue if it's worth anything or not, or condition or whatever.
So a Sony Handycam.
They were just sitting next to each other.
Again, these.
It's like a little digital one, right?
It is, yeah. And
That's
so,
kind of cool.
but we got some stuff like this at the bins a while back, and shocking how fast those sold.
Right.
So and they don't even have to be tested. You just get less for them. And this is a Sony. It's basically a digital audio recorder, but it's all compact. It doesn't have any kind of cassettes. We'll have to test them if we can.
Right.
And then I think you grabbed that.
Yeah. Sometimes old phones sell as well. People.
What brand is that?
It's Motorola.
Yeah, so
It's a Verizon Motorola.
yeah, similar to a BlackBerry.
Yeah.
So, and it's not super old. It's a 5 megapixel.
And it's kind of in good shape. So.
Yeah, I
I
remember
don't
I
know what
used
it
to
is.
type on one
We
of
won't
those.
have anything to charge it with, but you
This
can sell as is.
This is not exciting. It's just a little Fossil wallet bifold, but it had the little
Belt clip.
belt clip. So I was thinking more for myself, just for like when we play disc golf and stuff. I could just have a few things in there, so I have that big bulky wallet. This is interesting. I don't know anything about this. I mean, I know what it is. I just don't know anything about it.
The moon thing. Or
Yeah,
the Mars
so
thing, right?
it's the
Sojourner.
Sojourner. The one that's defunct, 1997 Mars rover.
Mars.
But it says it's Caltech. So I don't know. It says China, but I don't know.
Yeah, like a little trickety thing.
Somebody who collects that might find it interesting.
Look at this little. So I saw the little 67 poking out, and I thought, oh, would that be like vintage Polo Ralph Lauren? Would
That'd
be
be
really
cool.
cool, right? Isn't it 67? It started in 1967, so they have 67 on all their stuff, but it's not marked as such. It's just a very vintage little boy's size medium little baseball cap. I have no idea who it is, where it came from, all that kind of stuff. So it just was too cute to leave behind.
Okay.
It's you.
Yeah. So I just saw the box, Dodge, Chrysler. I thought maybe it was like a car part because it has all of this, like someone ordered it. But it turns out it is a collectible vintage truck. And not only that, but it has JCPenney. So just thought, because of the Dodge branding, the JCPenney, it's obviously something someone either ordered or came through the mail, so maybe it's collectible.
Yep. Okay, so when I went to that sale last week, I picked up a few pieces of reenactment clothing, prairie, what do I want to say? Colonial kind of
like Western.
Yeah, because I got a bunch of kind of gunny sack style, like maxi dresses, calico print, prairie, that kind of thing. And so then there were some guys' tunics and things like that in there too. This one has a size tag large, so I think it's something more that they purchased, because we also found a pair of breeches that had a tag that they actually purchased for the cosplay or for the whatever they were doing. I just thought it was interesting enough. Renaissance. No, not quite. I don't know, maybe this one would be more that, or if this is colonial. I have no idea. You guys let me know what style this looks like to you. I have no idea. Okay. I'm gonna have to figure it out, otherwise it'll be very hard to list.
Yeah, it's a huge unknown.
Oh, you did get that.
Yeah. It's a travel Jeopardy, but it's old school. There's no electronics. So it's got all this information you put into it. So, you know, it's kind of, you have to, it's all analog, if you will.
Yeah.
So we'll see. It might just be something that someone finds curious.
So you look through like the little red,
Yeah.
and so it reminds me of the old password game. I don't know if you guys had that when we were kids. It was like a little envelope sleeve, and the words could only be seen when they went through the little red window.
So, yeah.
Reminds me of that.
Yep.
Anyway, interesting.
No, it's new. So I thought,
Yeah.
oh, it's never been used.
Yep.
Okay, and then this is the last thing.
Last thing, that's our money maker.
So yeah, whenever we see things like this is a, you know, commercial or heavy duty electrical box. We've sold these before, like on Etsy, but this one is a tank alert. So it has a float valve that goes along with it. I can pull that out. And yeah, so I knew what that was because we had to do a repair on our septic system. And so these, I didn't know what it was worth, I just knew what it was. But if you see something like this, definitely take a look at it, because it has quite a bit of value, especially if someone is replacing an existing one or building a new house. They need that.
Thanks guys so much for watching, and we will see you later on this week. But we also wanted to ask if you could just leave a comment down below about any awesome yard sale finds that you've been having lately while you're out and about on the hunt. Do you still have yard sales going in your area? Because I know it's super hot in some parts of the country. So we'll talk to you guys later.